Okay, so today we are looking at solving simultaneous equations using the graphical method, okay? So we're going to solve them graphically. However, before we start getting into it, we need to be confident with a few different areas of algebra first, and with graphs, before we can tackle these, okay? We need to be confident with what y equals mx plus c, okay? What that represents, okay? Being straight line graphs. So straight line graphs is another one. Okay, about substituting values to find coordinates. Okay, plotting coordinates. Okay, we need to be good with those as well. We need to be looking at subject of a formula. Okay, these different skills, we're going to be accumulating all of these in order to tackle these sort of questions, okay? So, these questions I've used here, okay, they are used everywhere, okay? They're very common questions, okay? Now, they do increase in difficulty. I've got 3 examples for you. Okay, so the graphs of the straight lines with the equations 3y plus 2x equals 12 and y equals x minus 1 have been drawn on the grid. You've got them there. Okay, so that's why this is an easy question, okay, because they've drawn the lines for you. Now we just need to solve that simultaneous equation, or these simultaneous equations, by finding the value of x and finding the value of y. Okay, one thing you're looking for. This part here, okay, that is where the lines intersect, okay, intercept crossing through. Those of you that watch a bit of rugby or a bit of sport, okay, think rugby when the ball's passed down the back line, okay, and the other team, the opposition, come through, and as it's passed, they catch it in midair, and then they run through, okay, interception, okay, think of that. They are intercepting each other, okay, a little way to help remember it. Okay, at that point there, you can see on the x-axis, between 2 and 4 is 3. So you can see there, x is 3, and here y is 2. So when we write a coordinate, we write it x then y. So this one is the x value and this one is the y value. So x must be worth 3, y must be worth 2. You must be thinking that's very easy. Yes, it is, but this is the final step of the bigger picture, okay? So we're looking for when those 2 lines intersect, and then we plot the coordinates, we find the digits, which are our x value and our y value. So how about then if it's a little bit more difficult like this here? So the straight line y plus 2x equals 5 has been drawn for you. Lovely, but I can't see the other one, okay? The other line on the last one was easy because it was there for us and we just found the coordinate. Complete this table for the values y equals 2x minus 1. Right, so this is the straight line graph thing I was talking about earlier on. Okay, substitution comes into play now. Okay, with the table, I always start on the right hand side because I like to work with positive values first and then make my way to the negative values on the left. So 2 times x minus 1. So if x is 4, 2 times 4 is 8, take away 1 is 7. Okay, when x is 1, 2 times 1 is 2, take away 1 is 1. And then when x is minus 1, well, 2 lots of minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 take away 1 is minus 3. Okay, you can see here we have a linear equation. Okay. We know it's going to be a straight line. If it said squared on it, which I know it doesn't, if it does, that means it's got to be a smiley face. Okay, it might be a sad face if it's negative, but we know that has to be a straight line. So when we start drawing or plotting these coordinates, if they're not in a straight line, we know we've made a mistake there. Okay, that's your checking mechanism. So we have completed this table there. We have 2 marks just for doing a bit of basic substitution. On the grid, draw the graph. Now, this seems just like straight line graphs. Nothing to do with simultaneous equations just yet, but let's just follow the instructions then. So 4, 7, 4, 7, oh, be careful with the scale, going up in 2s, 3, 5, 2, 3, 1, 1. Being careful with these little squares does make your eyes go a little bit funny after a while. 0, minus 1. It's in the middle there. And then minus 1, minus 3. And as you can see, we have a straight line. So of course I'm going to use a ruler. And of course we needed to make it stand out as well. So I'm going to use a red colour this time. Be careful and accurate with your ruler. You can see I'm lining it very carefully. Like so, red pen, straight through. On the grid, draw the graph. I've done that. I've got 4 marks in the bag already. I haven't done anything very difficult yet. Use your diagram to solve the simultaneous equation. I'm looking for that point of interception again. There it is. So at that point, my x value is 1.5. My y value is 2. So x is 1.5, y is 2. According to these marks, that's 6 marks. Okay, simultaneous equations, normally the algebraic method is 4 marks. Whereas here, they've actually given us 6 marks for something which is very straightforward. Bit of substitution, plotting coordinates. That's when they've given us 1 line. We've got to find the second line. How about if we had something like this? We need to, the diagram shows 2 straight lines intersecting at point A. Okay, and the equations of the lines are these here. Okay, you can see they've labelled the lines as well. Work out the coordinate of point A. Right, okay, so point of interception is there, right. Oh, I've got no number. Oh, I've got no number. Now I need to work out what those numbers are. Now, you're seeing a simultaneous equation, you're seeing a graph, okay? Now you've seen these 2 examples, you're thinking, well, I need to see the numbers. This is where the lines cross, okay? Because even though they're using a graph, they expect you to solve it algebraically. Diagram's not accurately drawn. There's no numbers on the axes. Okay, so ring alarm bells. It's different. We've got these 2 here. However, when we solve simultaneous equations algebraically, we want x, y equals a number. Okay, so let's have a look at this here then. I've got y equals 4x minus 8. And I want x, y equals a number. So we need to have, or rearrange this formula, okay, to rearrange this equation to make it in that format of x, y equals a number. Makes things a lot easier. Right, so let's move this minus 8 over to this side by adding 8. Okay, so we have y plus 8 equals 4x. Let's now eliminate the y to have it on this side. So we have 4x minus y equals 8. Now we can just switch this around to have 4x minus y equals 8. Now if you've seen the video of simultaneous equations algebraic method, this format makes a bit more sense. X, y, number. So that's the first one. Second one, we have y equals 2x plus 3. Let's rearrange it. Let's have the 3 over this side by taking away 3. Y take away 3 is 2x. Let's eliminate the y by taking away y. So 2x negative y equals minus 3. Let's switch it round. So 2x minus y equals minus 3. Now we've got 2 equations which we can now use to solve as the algebraic method for simultaneous equations. So let's write this up here. So I've got 4x minus y equals 8. 2x minus y equals minus 3. Now, if you've seen the video for simultaneous equations, or you know how to do them anyway, now that looks pretty straightforward. When the symbols, number the 1 and 2, symbols are the same, so we subtract 1, subtract 2. 4x take away 2x is 2x. 8 take away minus 3. Be careful. 8 take away minus 3. 2 minuses make a plus. 11, so then x is 5.5 because I have divided by 2. So that is my x value, okay, 5.5. When I've got that, we just substitute now. So we're going to sub x equals 5.5 into equation 1. So I've got 4 lots of 5.5. Take away y equals 8. 4 lots of 5.5 are 22. Take away y equals 8. Well, 22 take away something is 8. Has to be 14. But let's use a bit of algebraic method though. Make the y positive. Just 8 plus y. 22, subtract the 8, so y is 14. Okay, so this one here would be 14. So underneath then where it says the 2 lines, you'd put x is 5.5 and then y is 14. Yes, that does look complicated, especially if you haven't seen simultaneous algebraic method before. Okay, so it might be worth having a look at those first. Okay, it does take a bit of time, bit of practice in order to be fluent at those, and then try these graphical ones here. Okay, so you see rearranging formula, as I said before, it's a lot of different topics, a lot of different skills put into one basket. This is definitely at the end of the intermediate tier, midway through a higher tier paper. Okay, so there's quite a lot of thinking to be done, but achievable if you practice. Hope it helps.